Got it. Okay, so we're getting to the end, but I want to ask one question that I ask all my guests, right? Which is myths that you found to be untrue, right? They're myths, so it's like, yeah, that's an overstatement. But the question to you is really, what are the things that, as you're getting in, you're saying, hey, I thought this was the case, but really this is a myth. So, are there things that you've kind of busted through because they're no longer true what you believed? Let's start with you, Lily.
I thought that it would just be unattainable. I feel like a lot of people discouraged me from going into tech because I wasn't in tech my whole life, but you can learn it later in your life.
Wow, great, great. Sierra, same question to you. Myth busting.
A myth, I would say you don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to have necessarily all these certifications and degrees and everything else. You just have to be able to put in work and just be honest about, what you want and what you want to achieve in life. And there's always going to be someone that'll support you or catch you and just give you a chance. So you don't need to know everything to get into cybersecurity or tech in general.
Yeah, Anthony, same question. Myths that you busted.
For sure. This myth that you kind of have to be super smart, a genius with computers. It's kind of, I don't know. It's always evolving. It's constantly changing. So I think a better thing to say would probably be to just be more willing to learn, kind of enthusiastic about cyber is probably the biggest thing, honestly.
Got it. Which kind of leads to my last question, and some of you may have already answered, but I'm going to ask you again, right? One piece of advice for people looking from the outside about should I be making this choice at all in the first place? And then if they answer yes, what's the first thing that you would advise them? Let's start with the Anthony.
Definitely start with networking. That's probably one of the big things. Knowing the people in the industry, kind of pinging their brains, like what is it like? Also learning the different disciplines. If you find it interesting, go on Google, see the different jobs within cybersecurity, and then honestly start learning, start diving into the learning. There's free resources everywhere, GitHub training, even the ones hosted by the US government, just dive in there, get your feet wet and see what you like and go from there.
Great. Sierra, same question to you. Advice for people wanting to come in.
For them to have confidence in themselves and to not be scared to make the first move, either that's a connection or putting in your resume for something, or just reaching out and asking for help, saying, I don't know how to do this, but can you please teach me? And once a person does that, I mean, people are just genuinely there to really help you, because anybody that can say, I've been in your shoes before, they kind of almost have like a external connection to you most of the time. So yeah, just having confidence in yourself and just putting yourself out there and knowing that people will help you.
Great. Okay, Lily, take us home. Same question.
Just keep going, keep learning, understand that that's a lifelong journey. And, if you have to take breaks sometimes, that's okay. Not everyone's a machine. It's okay. Give yourself grace.
Yeah, I mean, I think those words are so powerful, especially because I've had so many guests in the past who have talked about mental health, right? It's not something that's talked about as much, but it's really, really important, especially because this is a long game, right? That there's never a finish line that you can hit saying, hey, I'm fully secure today, because as all of you talked about, things keep changing. And so you got to keep adapting, and you have to give yourself the respite every now and then. And so great conversation again. Thanks for your time, Louis. Thanks for your time, Anthony, and thanks for your time, Sierra.
For sure. It was good meeting y'all.
Thank you.
You too. Thanks. No problem.